Hello, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered in the War Room. Okay, War Room are going tonight. Make sure that when you come in, guys, you are subscribed and make sure that you hit the like button. We've got quite a few things to talk about tonight. So let me know if you have any audio. Do you have audio? Can you hear me? All right, I think I know what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Okay, great. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, man. So come in, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good weekend so far. I hope all is well. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your patience. Want to know, so the warriors, they may all come in shortly and I bear things because that's how we do over here. Okay. So big up on yourself. War room is here. War room is here. Yes, so now here. Okay, thank you. Good night, Miss Donna. Good night, Carlton. Good night, everybody. Guys, I wonder if Uno did hear an upload that I did. Well, I was live this morning for a little bit because I could not believe what I saw in the parliament. Member of Parliament, Nikisha Burchell, was doing some kind of thing in the parliament, which was very inappropriate. If you were not here, then you missed it, but I'm gonna play the video again, and I've got some other things to say. So let me call up the ladies and see what go on. Wanna know me not like delay. War room time. Give me a quick break, guys.
So parliamentarians do from time to time use their phones in the chamber. We have seen the opposition leader and others do it several times. Ms. Burchell has taken this a step further and has made a habit of recording members in the House during sittings to use for clout. This went further yesterday when she stood in the chamber, went live on her phone, and then proceeded to record the sitting of the House from within the chambers while Parliament was in session.
Madam Speaker,
I'm being denied an
Madam
opportunity
Speaker,
to ask questions on behalf of the people of Jamaica
Madam Speaker,
about this program.
I quickly realized what was happening and ensured I had the evidence to show the Speaker and Jamaica the disregard that the member has, not just for the Speaker, but also for the rules of Parliament. This provocative approach, taken weekly to disrupt sittings and to grandstand, is not in the service of the people of Jamaica.
Yes, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, the Parliament of Jamaica kind of shaky these days. It's not as stable as we're used to it being, even in all our disagreements. So these are some interesting times, and that's what that video that I just played was all about. That was a member of government talking about, Nikisha Burchell recording her colleagues in the Parliament. And guys, Honestly speaking, I would rather not at this point in time talk about Nikisha Burchell, but she's in the parliament and she's doing foolishness and she's immature and from where I stand, mentally ill, and that's not a good thing. So it's not like we really want to talk about her because she's not doing anything constructive, okay? So yeah, it is just what it is. But I want to let you hear before these ladies come. I want to let you hear some of what the prime minister said today. Guys, this disinformation, misinformation thing is very serious. For the past 4 years, 5 years, I have been hearing PNP operatives say that the prime minister is related to or is the cousin of Major General Anderson. The prime minister never came out and said that's not true, but he did so today. 5 years I've been hearing it. Say, him pick Major Anderson to be police commissioner because they're cousins. And obviously the prime minister has been hearing it too. And the same thing with him coming back home to be the head of NARA as he applied for the job. And they're saying the same thing. They were saying the same thing, that he's the prime minister's cousin. And the prime minister just coming out to say that's not true. That's not good. But I want you to hear some of what was said regarding, national development. We not always want to come out here, come talk about people like Burchell and what they're doing to our parliament. We want to talk about development and things like that too. So have a listen, guys, to some of what Prime Minister Andrew Holness said today regarding our development and NARA.
Tony Anderson is not my cousin. I thought I would start there to just break. First of all, let me say that Tony Anderson is not my cousin. I thought I would start there to just break the ice because I've heard that said in various places.
You just hear it.
But the truth is that Jamaica has been blessed with people of incredible talent.
Mm-hmm.
Much of that talent is in this room. And I feel privileged as Prime Minister to be able to assemble this talent for national development. We therefore welcome Tony into the role as the Chief Executing Officer of NARA. He is used to being, Chief of Defense Staff, Commissioner of Police, Ambassador. These are all roles that have titles of great officiousness. But I want to get in his head right away that NARA will have none of those courtesies and officiousness. This is a working job. This is about getting things done. It is about results. And I am going to hold him accountable for results. His role is not to make policy. It's not to deliberate policy. It's not to get into esoteric conversations and political arguments, and that's not his role. His role is, this is the road, build it in 2 years and hand it over to the government. That's it. My job.
That is a pretty tall order considering we have had so much bureaucracy in Jamaica. This is the road, complete it in 2 years and deliver it to the government. That is a pretty tall order. We'll see.
And the supporting role that we will all play is
Mm-hmm.
to get it done quickly too, assist in getting it done. Let's get the right framework in place, the right legislation in place, the
Mm-hmm.
financing in place, and remain focused. First of all, let me say It's just the nature of politics, not just here, everywhere. But I would say that regardless of what your political beliefs are, no, there is no question that NARA has gone through the political process. It has been thoroughly debated, and the decision is made. So you're operating at a level where the success of the program depends upon the effort that you put in. And if you allow opposing political beliefs to continue after you have passed the political process, then you are being unfair to the process and deliberately obstructive. And the right thing to do is to withdraw. And I think I need to say that we rely on you, we count on you, we depend on your professionalism. And everyone who sits in this room must be professional in getting the job done, regardless of what your views are. We're all public servants. Some
So
of us are.
it looks to me like the prime minister was at some event. Let me see. He said he was joined by the leadership team. So NARA has already assembled its team. You know, the former police commissioner and ambassador, Major General Anderson, retired. He came home June 1st. So he just got here and he's already assembled his team. So the prime minister was addressing them at this official meeting. He said Jamaica is fortunate to have many talented and experienced individuals who are willing to serve. And I am pleased to see that talent being brought together in support of national development. Like I said, guys, I believe in the dream that Jamaica can indeed be the next Singapore. I believe in it. And I think with Nara, it's totally possible, and I'm looking forward to it. I think um Mr. Anderson is up for it, and the people I'm looking at in the room, he look like he has a good team put together, and the Prime Minister is going to hold him accountable. Thank you guys so much for saying I look nice tonight. I appreciate it. I got a little jewelry thingy on. I don't really like jewelry, but I was out this evening. But thank you. I appreciate it. So with Nara, I think over the next 4 to 5 years, or make we say the next 2.5 years, we're gonna see major, major development. I made contact today with somebody, a member of government, and I asked the person if NARA was active, if NARA was ready, if NARA was happening. And he said that, the team is being assembled right now. And then I looked on the Prime Minister's page and I saw that, yeah, the team is being assembled for true. So maybe in another few weeks, we'll actually see, shovel a go down in the earth. We'll see crane, I lift up things and all of them something there. And I cannot wait to see it. It's an exciting thing. And that's why I said, as tragic as Hurricane Melissa was, and, a lot of people lost a lot of things. And I don't remember what the death toll was. I think the death toll was like 35 or something. And that's horrible. But natural disasters, we lose sometimes. And at the end of it, those of us who are left behind, whether we were affected by it personally or, we're just part of the whole thing, being Jamaicans and stuff, we want to see something good come out of it, Um, all those parishes that got hit, it is just so ironic. There's so much development, that was needed anyway. So that's good. Another thing, um, I don't know if you guys saw that Dr. Wheatley spoke in the parliament very briefly last sitting when the whole story broke and everything. He said, let me let you see what he said.
Let me just use this opportunity to indicate to colleagues here that I have every intention of protecting my reputation. It is a matter that some way or the other can affect all of us as members in this house. And so my team of lawyers will bring to the fore, to the public, that I am innocent, that the conclusions are inaccurate, and that we have a responsibility to encourage anyone from any humble beginning or otherwise who wish to serve his or her country not to be afraid because of persons who want to defame them.
Yes, guys. So listen, the Prime Minister no need for do nothing. Wheatley, if he must step down, he will know when the time comes whether he should step down. Nobody not have to push him or tell him nothing. Okay? As of right now, he hasn't been charged of anything. And he is within his right to stay where he is. Okay? So we'll just have to see what happens. Okay? I'm trying to call these women. I'm gonna now get them because I'm using my other phone. I don't know. Let me show them up on Facebook and see.
Let me just use this up.
So parliamentarians do from time to time use their phones in the chamber. We have seen the opposition leader and others do it several times. Ms. Burchell has taken this a step further and has made a habit of recording members in the House during sittings to use for clout. This went further yesterday when she stood in the chamber, went live on her phone, and then proceeded to record the sitting of the House from within the chambers while Parliament was in session.
Madam Speaker.
I'm being denied an
Madam
opportunity
Speaker.
to ask questions on behalf of the people of Jamaica
Madam Speaker.
about this program.
I quickly realized what was happening and ensured I had the
Hello?
evidence to show the Speaker and Jamaica the disregard that the member has not just for the Speaker but
Yeah,
also
because
for
I
the
cannot
rules
reach you
of
on my
Parliament. This
on
provocative
WhatsApp
approach
on your
taken
other
weekly
number.
to disrupt sittings and to grandstand
No.
is not in the service of the people of Jamaica.
Come on the phone on WhatsApp. And hook up Karen. Come the live now. Yeah, guys. May I try get them on my other phone. So we'll see what happens. So how wanna do? We know had a good day. Guys, let me tell you something. Right now, me I tell you no. Right this minute with every confidence, me I tell you no. Nikisha Burchell is a one-term MP. She's not gonna come back. She's not gonna win back. There's no way in hell she's gonna come back. Okay? Me can promise you that. No way. Mm. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let me try to call her back. There she is. Okay, so if you haven't watched the thing this morning, go check it out, guys. Yes, I am live. The person asking, are you live? Yes, I am live. Yes, you're gonna have to hook up Karen. But we're live now. Good night. Good night. War Room is in session. Come closer to the phone for me, please, and turn it up. Are you having internet issues? You're having internet issues. Yeah, she definitely is having internet issues. I don't know. It's been raining. What happened to your phone? Are you having internet issues? Well, call me back when it's sorted out. Yeah, she's having internet issues, guys. Me don't know what. Me shall check it out and call me back. Call back when your internet is steady. Where I am, we've had a tornado watch and torrential rain almost every day, guys. So when I was supposed to come on, I think a Wednesday night, me is supposed to come on and me never come. So she'll call back here. Hello? The internet fix? All right. All right. Say good night to the people and add Karen on the call and let me see how this goes.
That means to send me up to sign off. Good evening, family.
Here,
How
yeah.
are the Warriors doing tonight?
They might hear you. They might. Okay, you sound
Well,
okay
I
for
said,
now. You sound okay for now. So, wow, where do we begin? Well,
it's a very good question.
let me ask you this. Where were you 50 years ago when Prime Minister at the time, Michael Manley, called a state of emergency? Today makes 50 years since that happened because him said that people were undermining and them something there. So where were you?
Essentially, I believe I was in first or second form. That would have been 1976.
You were at
I don't remember
Excelsior?
what I did. Yes, that first form. So that's where
First.
and Michael went into Parliament and must make some announcement and all of that. And called the state emergency, but that was not the thing. It's not the state emergency was the thing, Is the fact that he called the general election in lockups going on. I think Colonel Charles got locked up and quite a number of the JLP people activists, I believe, because they were under the impression that there was some kind of plot to overthrow the government, something to that.
Mm.
And then while the state of emergency was going on, and the Labour Party operatives were being, locked up and chased down by the police, he called the general election. Now, I don't think that there was any chance at all that the PNP was going to lose that election. But having done that, it clouded the whole election victory. And it took their earnest that the violence started. People start hating one another. Communities start hating one another. Guns start to come in. M16, when you hear an M16, which side that? When you hear an AK-47 fire, which side that? And that was it here. Till How much you say it was? 800 or something plus? Your sons, I think it was 400 near, in 1980 due to the gun violence.
Wow.
Political agreements. And I think the total was 800, and that's all recently died in that year. And after that, when the election was over that night, the election was protracted. I think Michael called
Now
election
600 people.
and then
I think
months after.
600 people were arrested, right? Was it 600 people arrested? Your internet just went out, but may I ask you if it was 600 people arrested?
Something is okay. So it was after that that then came up with this rule where the election must fall within um, then from announcement to nomination day must be 16 days maximum, and then 21 days maximum set the election date. That's the reason why. What the hell is this?
All right. No, make a move on because
Yeah, and
Michelle, because your internet is unstable. Let me just get to more current stuff because
no, WhatsApp is sending some video to you. Then you not get the video around then.
me no know what go on, but unstable. But anyway, make we talk about this here because a source told me tonight say Dr. Russell is very upset because Nikisha Burchill was behind him making some sexual gestures while he was doing his sectoral speech. So I guess him see the video and he's very unhappy and frankly disgusted by it. So what do you make of this long out tongue, this stroking of the microphone? What is that? Who does that?
Well, did you see the video that I sent you?
Ah, which one? Send it, come give me again. Me say the woman.
You think that's what it was when I was on. Which one are you thinking?
Michelle. No, Michelle, this not gonna work tonight. Me sorry to tell you.
No. It's a video that caused it. So let me hang up on it. I'm going to call him back.
All right, bye. No, sir, this a internet in our work. But anyway, guys, wanna know me alone fight the war in the war room. Me one. Maybe we save then come back. But anyway, wanna remember last week when the woman from Hanover made her speech in the parliament, the opposition lady. I think her name is Andrea Perkis, right? Wanna remember when Andrea stood up and made her presentation? And that was the day after Bunting allegedly choked Nikisha Burchill, right? What me hear say is that them never want Burchill sit down behind them because Burchill was not in her seat. She was someplace else. She was like isolated.
No. She was in her seat. They keep doing, and I wonder whose big idea it is. And I wonder if the whoever it is that is making the decision is doing it in order to make sure that Burchell is in always in the camera.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Michelle. When I said she was not in her seat, I'm referring to when Andrea Perkis made her presentation. Burchill was not in her seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. But what them do? Even the person at the back, they let them come to the front. And if you look at the video that I sent, it's 4 minutes of it. I'll show you the same clip, but 4 minutes of it, you see she and cousins are playing. They were playful. Them I talk to her every minute and talk to them, I touch her. I know they were being playful and so on. So I don't know if that's it or not.
Then look here, then that could have
It's going to look like said she was in herself and getting an orgasm about what she was doing.
then that could have set off somebody if you feel up the mic and I rub down the mic and Mrs. She
Like and the tip of it is she play with it and so through and glance over and look on her and look very happy. I think you know what she was doing. Right?
God have mercy. Then hold on, slow down the man, slow down the man, wait there. So when time she had do it and she stick out the tongue and glimpse over upon the Prime Minister, you never see that part there?
No, the Prime Minister was not there. It was cousins. When you look at the video that I sent you, right? It a few minutes before, well, it's a 4 minute video, so maybe a minute or so. And then she started to stick up that. But it was she and cousins. I'm sure cousins is the one that's to her right. Every time I'm talking to her and touch her, some people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then one of the times we talk, lean over and say something to him, and then I laugh and you can't see what I must say, but she was smiling. And then all of a sudden she started to talk, feed up the mic, and I rubbed down the mic, to her mic.
No, we no. When you said the Prime Minister was not there, you're telling me that when she was in there feeling up the mic and I stroke the microphone.
No,
The Prime Minister was not sitting across the aisle.
Yeah, he had left.
Oh, he had left. Okay.
Because I saw her looking in what would be the direction of where I was, But then when the camera finally panned over there, you can see that Chang and all of them had left. It was Audrey Marks who was sitting in the position of the leader of government business.
So what is it? What you think it is that is causing her? Because to me, it look like mental illness to me. I don't know what it look like to you.
She might just be one of those women who just love sex.
No, but I can't tell them someday why. They know what I wanna like it. We're not gonna do that in a parliament door.
You're going like you're naive, so woman.
But don't look here, don't do that. Me don't naive. Me say the whole away. Me don't know about you.
You're innocent warriors. Talk and tell you about some, yeah, just like how you are promiscuous. No?
Murder over here tonight. Hold on there.
Sleep with a lot of women. Nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? Body willing, them are big people. So there's nothing wrong with what she would be doing, right? You have men who are like that, and you have women who are also like that. They just love to have sex. And, they want to try out everybody.
But Michelle, come on. Let's be real here. As a female and as a very feminine female, okay? Me like it too. But at the same
No, Natalie. No, you like sex, but you like sex with a partner. You have some.
where you know about me? Where you know about me?
Natalie, you have the man them, which every woman then see them once. You have women who turn so. Well, you can understand that you never go up none like that in your young life.
No, but wait, no, may I talk two different language. May I say to you, say, most women I know, they have a healthy um sexual drive, okay? But the thing is, where you cross the line now, it's not about whether you love it or you do it with multiple men or whatever. It's that when you are in a place such as the parliament and you can't control your urge, that's where I see a mental disorder.
Then you don't know. So you have some people like doing it in water, in pool.
Then, but that's abnormal. That's abnormal.
And some of them out in public. Yes. So
So that mental illness.
and it looked like the camera, that particular camera was showing the angle, right? I mean, you could see her at an angle. She was directly behind, what name? Russell. She was directly behind Dr. Russell, right? And when she's stroking and going and she put on the mic, she not thinking about the seeing her. But I wonder if she was doing it before, because the cameraman make sure so that the angle went back. You could see what she was doing.
But look here.
Russell Bob out of the way. You saw her feel up the mic. She's abusing the mic. She should be charged for mic abuse.
Michelle, say, I know I don't think you get it. You know, say, all right, a woman and me not even know why we in a them a conversation about the nastiness when them a go out in their parliament, we have to talk about it. You and your person out at dinner, right? You can't do look of flirting and them something. There's nothing wrong with that, Okay? But may I say now, you're there on your work, you're there on your job, and you have a urge, which I guess would be normal for you to have an urge at work. Sometimes that happens too. You might get a little flashback. You might get a little last night and you remember and I say, yeah. Whoa.
Your eyes on the tall handsome prime minister, and I wonder what it will be.
Nobody with that. Nobody with that. Nobody with Look at them. So you might get a little some overcome, a little feeling might overcome you when you dip on your normal routine and not even not think about it, but you know the devil staying. You understand? But you got to be able to control your urge when you're in a certain settings. You can't in a certain settings and you come and do them something there so openly. You know what I say?
Yes, but listen to what I say now. When you look at the video, just before and after that tongue business, she and cousins were there, just having a little fun, you might talk to her and so on. And every time you need to watch it, because it just finished upload. The phone look like those,
say between me and you, nobody will call back my name. People nobody will call back my name. Say me say Bunting and look for liquor again. Me not laugh, cause me know nobody come say me see she get liquor and laugh. Me you say Bunting. Me you say Bunting see the video and I look for her.
Oh, Jesus.
No, sir.
So I think that little every time I'm talking to her, I touch her and then talk to her and then bounce her and she laughing and thing. I think that starts her up. And then her mind just goes somewhere where it needed to go. And then the poor mic was in the way and it just got a few strokes and a little pokey at the end of it, the little bunch part. It might look like something else.
Look what kind of part? Look what kind of part?
You need to play the video for the people if you can.
And
then she started to be fast at one time, and then she just it's like, she's a whip behind her name, Russell. That's right. Not true. Yes, and she agreed. All of a sudden she was quiet. And you could have seen her like she was in herself, as you did say. Right? And the orgasm that looked like it was set for her, she had to prepare herself. And her face.
When time she zone out, when you look in her eyes, them and I see the zone out, all right, that's so she the orgasm lick all right, that's all right, that's so. Yeah, man, but tell us when you look in her eye, then. Yeah, when you look in her eye, them it look like she not on the planet.
And then one time, Mr. Julian look over upon her like, see what she do. They turn away.
Me say, when you look in her face, wait, no, when you look in her face one at a time, you can see, like when somebody's having a partial seizure. Sometimes people can have seizure where them body now move, them just stuck, them like them eyes just fixed, right? And when me see that, me say, but wait, it look like the sex demon lift her up. So the sex demon lift her up.
And then she started to stroke it. She started to stroke the poor man.
The neck back.
Even faster. Like she hoped that the mic would come. And was she expecting the mic to go? But she
No, sir. I force me see this. The woman, me never see this yet. I don't know what to say about this, but I know what the parliament can do about it, though, because that is very inappropriate.
they can't do nothing about it.
Dr. Russell can go call sexual harassment on her. Dr. Russell can go call sexual harassment on her.
No, they might put.
No, but on a serious note, I was told that in the midst of Dr. Russell talking about his wife, I heard that, he was talking about how much he appreciates his wife and she's the most beautiful woman in the world. And it was that moment when Nikisha Burchill started to stroke the mic and had an orgasm in the parliament. Jesus Christ, I never see this in a minute.
When I was looking at it, I can't say that was yes. It took a while. It took a good while name speech. Maybe she started in on and I never noticed. But it took a good while name speech when she started to finger the tip of the knife, the sponge part. And then she started to do some stroke, and then she turned and she and our cousins, Lothan cousins were, doing a little play thing. She's suffering, I like him to try and say, hey, this something here, and so on. And then she started.
No, but them don't know time and place. Them don't know time and place. Them don't know time and place like that. Boy, me no know. Disgusting, me I tell you. Me no know. I want him to know she now win back that seat there.
What you talking about?
She now win back that seat there. I'm gonna tell you something. Popcorn can't save her next time. I'm poor little Danishka, cause they say Danishka popcorn or baby father, you know.
Oh, yes.
I saw they say, yeah.
So
So
mix up and blender.
mix up and blender. You know a war room. You know anything goes in a war room over here, so. You know, say anything goes in the war room over here, so.
Mhm.
Yeah. So popcorn now can save our next time, but may I tell you, 110% sure, this is gonna age well, cause she now go back to parliament.
Well, we don't know.
No, tell me, I tell you. Tell me, I
Men
tell
are
you.
very funny, you know. And I mean, if they think that she is amenable to a few strokes, they might want a few strokes themselves, and to tell she might get some votes.
Let me tell you something, sister.
But she might not lose the female votes.
Let me tell you something, sister. Hold on, let me tell you something. As a hot girl, let me tell you something. We can't tell you this. Yesterday, the woman body, a certain woman body can only carry them go so far. You never know.
We carry them down too.
It will carry them down and it can carry them only so far.
Mhm.
So nobody thinks say, true, then use up them body and come in, through PMP back door and go with popcorn and all of them excitement. And that not gonna work again. That not going to work again. It
No,
max out, the mileage gone up. Not gonna work again.
I don't know. Yeah, some are very loose, you know. Well, men in general are loose.
It's not
Not very unusual to find loose women, but they do exist.
it's not about man being loose. It's about me don't want to talk too much, but it's about the fact that she's not gonna be able to go up against an opponent in the next general election to win anything. Cause if you don't mind shop all me, you sit down there too,
Yeah, well,
Oh.
in another way, who am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, say talking about the mic, you know. When I talk about mic abuse, you know, you laugh. You know, say in cricket, sometimes when the batsman them out and then go in and them locker room and then fling down their helmet and then fling down the bat, you know, so then if I remember right, this cricket. Yes, them charged them for abuse of equipment. Right?
So who would charge her for abuse of equipment now?
Then the poor guy.
Right, God. Then what on there? Boy, I don't know. I don't know. You see, if Bunting,
No, sir.
if
But that
Bunting did,
Bunting can't come with parliament.
and that Bunting can come from parliament in cultism. You know, say if him didn't, they shouldn't do that, because the last time when them say in choke her out, you saw she sit down and behave herself.
Well,
And every minute him turn and look on her, like when you bring a bad picnic at church. Every minute just a turn and look on them. I saw him turn and look on her every minute. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But make we move on.
Bunting needed to take over PMP and he couldn't get no good comrade for do it. And look at the riff-raff them. The ambitious one, they will never reach anywhere in a PNP.
Lord God.
He have money and he can do it. All they have to do is to do it secretly.
Mm-hmm.
And that million empire is also riff-raff, hooligans and, people not like rules and
Mm-hmm. To tell you
perverts
the
and
truth,
pedophiles and
pedophile and pervert. Look,
even sexual deviant them.
Yes, all of that, all of that, all of that.
That's where he started. That's where I think he started. He started with the sexual deviance and the one that love the group. When they call the group sexual.
Yeah, RG. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then looked at all of them. Where and then could reach on PNP because nobody no PNP knows there will be liabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Once the other side get hold of them. But of course, the other side they have to be strong. The side is very weak.
Well on there, well on the auntie, well on the auntie.
But we don't know.
Well on there. Stay put right there, so. Well on there.
And you look at it,
Sure. All right. I think sorry about that.
I mean, I know we're carrying but
We can't find Karen if we call 119. But look here now. We could talk about Wheatley.
yes.
You hear the judgment will come down, where them a say the Prime Minister The Prime Minister out there are minding business and do him supposed to do. The Wheatley is a big man. Wheatley will know if him for go and when him for go, in my opinion. But what do you think about this report? And Wheatley spoke in the parliament. I don't know if you heard what he said. Did you hear what he said?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna play it real quick. Hopefully you can hear, but hold on a second. Let me just play this.
Let me just use this opportunity to indicate to colleagues here that I have every intention of protecting my reputation. It is a matter that somewhere or the other can affect all of us as members in this house. And so my team of lawyers will bring to the fore, to the public, that I am innocent, that the conclusions are inaccurate, and that we have a responsibility to encourage anyone from any humble beginning or otherwise who wish to serve his or her country, not to be afraid because of persons who want to defame them.
Hold on. Oh God, what happened?
Let me just use this opportunity to indicate colleagues here that I have every intention of protecting my reputation. It is a matter that somewhere or the other can affect all of us as members in this house. And so my team of lawyers will bring to the fore, to the public, that I am innocent, that the conclusions are inaccurate, and that we have a responsibility to encourage anyone from any humble beginning or otherwise who wish to serve his or her country, not to be afraid because of persons who want to defame them.
You heard him?
Yeah, I'm saying innocent, but
And him plan to defend him name. Me dear.
the when I look on that report, I was thinking of doing a video for tomorrow, but that's not going to happen because Monday I have to get to work and see if they can put the pieces of the puzzle together. Right? Because what they did, and make sure this time around and put out a report that is almost impossible for anybody to decipher. Right? The last time, and anybody putting out a report about an account number, it's account number, and I put the last two digits. Even when you go online and you're paying with a credit card, they might use your last four digits on your credit card so you can know which one, right? This time they never did that. Then now, the
Move your hand from over at volume, Michelle. Move your hand from over at volume.
no.
You sound far. You sound far away.
They come back in WhatsApp. I was in WhatsApp. So I don't know when you look on that report, I if you had a prime minister like Portia, Bruce Bowling, PG, any one of them, and the Integrity Commission submit a report like that, then I send it back over them, First of all, it has some mistakes in it. And by now, you mean to tell me, you said them, no, you're going to write to them, and point out the mistakes, right? And tell them that what them send to the parliament is garbage.
Hold on there.
Make the correction, withdraw it, and submit it again.
Hold on a second. Where just say you're gonna write to the IC where
just in case them pretend that they never hear what George was saying about the mistakes then in the calculations. They're going to write to them and tell them about the various mistakes, right? And tell them that they need to withdraw this report, make the correction, or I should say, make the correction, withdraw this report, and resubmit the corrected new report.
You're talking about we don't know.
To be fed into Parliament, and had they been into Parliament as parliamentarians, they could be sanctioned for putting lies before the Parliament.
You're talking about the report regarding Wheatley's report?
My dear, you see them talk about US dollars. 32, and you know, my one if that is a deliberate thing, you know, because the mere fact that they know if they cannot withdraw it, the mere fact that they're not doing an addendum or something, right? To correct what is there. It will seem to me that this was deliberate. That's why I'm going to write to them. Once we write to them and then they do not want to be no, so it was deliberate. How can you put BNS US dollar and you say 32 or $33 million? And the only way you know say it's not 32 million US dollars is because them had three accounts of that with Jamaican dollars, and then they add them up. So if you add US and Jamaica.
How would the hell you have said to me? No, sir. Lord Jesus have mercy.
Indeed. I just given you guys a hint, you know, from what we observed so far.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of doing the thing like what them do Andrew Hovis one, right? Year by year and um show you what the income was for that year. Them accumulated it to make the figure look big.
So well on there. So well on there. Wheatley can sue them?
In can sue them.
What make?
Because the thing was tabled in the Parliament. What in can do, well, in can ask for judicial review.
God have mercy.
Point out all the flaws in the documents, and after that, you know. And the thing about it, you know, even when it is pointed out to them, the flaws in the document, they not fix it.
No, sir. No, sir. You have to can sue them, people. Yeah. So you.
The 20th Bank of Com. Remember, sir, the guy said 20th Bank of, although they're not correct, not the report, and they still have it up on their website. So they look here, the impression they wanted to give is here. You're going to hear the fufu risers them out there talk about how Weekly had $32 million US in their bank account. That's what it
Jesus.
Look here, that
Look here.
Commission has done so much damage to this country. Right? And as I was saying before, when when I name Transparency International, hear that there's a Jamaican politician that is being charged.
Mm-hmm.
Ask to see the report, you know, so that they can see whether or not we are improved. We are, you know, we investigating corruption and all that kind of. Then we want to see.
Let me ask you something.
Put it before the financial analyst, and then look on this junk, and that financial analyst report on this junk and garbage that and put before the Parliament. You know how bad that look on the Integrity Commission?
May I tell you, then look here no. Let me not say this. Andrew Wheatley is the deputy, one of the deputy of the general secretary of the JLP, right? May I wonder to myself, say if I mean he's not a conspiracy theorist by any means, but I'm wondering if it is a situation where if they cannot get Andrew Holness, the man who would have response for organizing the next general election, let's go after him. Because to me, they did a political hit job this week on the entire government. Wheatley, Audrey Marks, which that was a whole nother error over there where they talk about she had talk about bringing in 10,000 deportees and it wasn't so. It was workers.
She commented on it.
I don't think she said anything.
Then why what you waiting on?
Then you know, so the JLP them stay with their information and they're responding. Then they respond to
They usually come up with on the night.
Right? Yeah. Today, before you come on.
I don't know what is in that diplomatic note.
Well, on then before you come on, may I tell the people them say today for the first time in 5 years, 5 years straight, may I hear the PNP operatives them saying that Major General Anderson is Andrew Owen's cousin. I know you hear it too.
Yeah.
And for the first time today, Andrew Owen's come out, come say he's not related to the man. You understand? You cannot look here. When you have people who are out there spreading disinformation, you cannot delay your responses.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it take you 5 years to come out, come say
If
that?
Andrew Holmes want to see example of what that will do, just check out the PMP in the 1990s with PG and Fame Foolishness and why they end up lose the election in 2007.
Remind the people them, because maybe everybody don't know. Just give them a brief.
time anything happen, him don't say nothing. Him don't say nothing, keep quiet. And he was still winning the elections, so but it was under man. This is where people get their idea from that the PMP was corrupt enough. Not under Manley. I don't think under Manley. I think Manley was radical, right? But the idea that the PMP was corrupt at the first time in its history, then the allegations I hit the party was on the PJ party. So then he come out now 20, 30 years later, come talk about him and set records straight. Nobody give a blast. You should have whooped him out at that time. But they don't win the election. Look at what happened with the outer many property where the NHD bought. After 4 long months, Eastern Douglas shut him out and never said nothing. How me get a glimpse of it was Lambert Brown. Look like he couldn't take it no more and come make a few comments, right? And then I was able to put two and two together. I said, why is it that they're not coming out and defending the party? You know, when Eastern Douglas opened their mouth, when word started to get back to himself, because Portia couldn't take the pressure no more, she not like them thing there, no. No. So she was going to remove him. The instant he hears him, I'm going to remove him, come make a statement. 4 months later. And then there's another example. There was an incident at, I think it was Jamaica House. I don't know if it was a post cabinet. I don't know what it was, but I remember. It was the information minister. And then there's this man who, I don't know if he was a press secretary or what he was. But somebody, I think it's one of the nationwide news people, took the mic and then hugged the mic and asked question and then all them not telling us to pass to somebody else and the mic will come back around to him and the man just grab it out of their hand. Right? Then that became headline. But guess what he did? That man instantly went on every single radio station and was explaining what happened. And in 1 or 2 days, the whole thing died out because he followed them up. Anyway, then every radio station was and explain what had happened. So you think say nothing and give the Labour Party the whole run? You think say hold on there, you think say Andrew Wallace should dismiss Wheatley? Why am I dismissing for? You can't have somebody dismiss somebody on an allegation. Then Cliff Hughes and Emily Shields them out here talk about say the Prime Minister for dismiss Wheatley. I thought me I say for what? Him not charged for nothing. But when they had come out with this business with the pedophile where they get the gun license, when he had appeal and I think the committee must recommend and Bunting sign off. Yes. Right? That was an allegation. Why they never insist Bunting resign? Not only that, me ask Cliff Hughes because I put up a video yesterday, man, and I say Cliff Hughes, come tell the people them why it was okay with you for the Prime Minister to go into the election with an Integrity Commission report, but no, you are saying that he should dismiss Wheatley. How does that make sense? May I wait for your answer? Well, let me tell you, the way in which the Integrity Commission report, is not the way in which the police report. Me know. Right? The police will come out and tell you what the police want to tell you. But the Integrity Commission actually give you details about the case, which now get people in them head now to believe that what they're seeing and hearing is true. That is to the extent that him show figures and so on, that where you can look on it like we did with Andrew Holness and was able to see errors then. Put forward some views based upon the evidence, right? So because the evidence is being exposed, all of the evidence is being exposed for the most part, and that is what is submitted to Parliament and that we can read. People seeing something like that, they're going to believe that what they're seeing is true and therefore the case is over. The case hasn't started yet. Let me ask you something though. Michelle, the Integrity Commission having all these errors. I mean, you would think that because it's people's reputation and people's names that they would have somebody review everything before they put it out there in the Parliament, right? Me personally, I don't think that the Integrity Commission should have anything to do with the Parliament. I think if they have a case before them and they feel that there's a possibility for charges to be brought, then they should just go ahead and bring it over to the prosecutor's office. Eh? I don't mind because I want to the evidence. As long as they show all the evidence right? The evidence that them show can protect the person as well.
No, but you know, me not like the idea of you.
Hold on there, because you can have this allegation happen all the while with the police, where the police arrest people and charge them for this, and immediately people assume it's true, but without even seeing the evidence. In this case, if they were to do what you suggest, and just come and here say Wheatley is to be charged, and we don't see the evidence so that we can look over it and say, oh, wait, that was one answer. You understand? So in my mind, to my mind, the report that they put in Parliament that is then tabled, which is showing the background of how them arrive at them decision, one way or the other. Well, I think it's very good with that, right? But this particular report, I have never seen not like that in all my bond years.
Because of the errors?
It's more than error. They did not report the same way in which they report. Something occurred to me. The way in which them lay out the report for the Prime Minister,
Yes,
is different from what them do with this one. They did not. They did not just tell you about his income and his they didn't just add up his income, his assets for the 2 or 3 years that they were investigating from 2019,
from 2013.
2020, 2021. They didn't add up it enough. And then tell you, say, his income is this and his assets are that, and there's it's disproportionate. Then show you year by year. And I do believe that big investigation that they had in 2019 when the Prime Minister fail to give them the information on time. And I'm okay, how they might extend it, I cannot take them serious. And I think that is part of the problem why some of them get in trouble. Right? It looked like the previous commission was slack, right? And this one are now serious. And even though them passed the law, they're not responding and taking them seriously. And then can charge them. And then when they charge them, then come out from ball. Right? Well, it's the same thing after all. It's supposed to be them asking them questions and put them off, and eventually saying, oh, what make we charge this man? Right? And then when them charge him now, and he realize apparently that, it's big problem this, or in any event, I can't say what he realized because I don't know what it is, man. But based upon how the reported started coming, fortunately for him, he had a record from 1998 all the way to 2017, I believe, because he had left off some information, and so he had to go all the way back. So he was able to show and prove. But I do believe it was year by year as well. I think it was year by year. Yes, the years. I think there was 3 or 4 years where they had the problem with, right? And so he was able to sort that out based on the affidavit that was legal the election, and so we know how we make the money. So the weekly case, then actually talking about a 10-year period and then total up the income, total up the assets, and talk about the period for the period. So we don't know how much he was earning in 2013. We don't know how much he was earning in 14, 15, and 16. Why did they do it that way?
Let me just say this. You see, I was really surprised to hear members of the media, so called journalists, coming out saying that Wheatley should be dismissed, even though we hear of these errors in the report, right? I feel that Wheatley, for some reason, yeah, some people who just genuinely don't, never liked him. You see, sometimes when you are in politics and you are of a certain class, socioeconomic class, you have to be careful because you have people who some people might even say I'm too hype, people saying too hype into this, into that. But when we are talking about this due process and fairness here, and let me just say that Emily Shields and Cliff Hughes ought to be ashamed of themselves because you cannot say that based on a report that has errors in there, like 411 is saying, ones that so me not think them is for come demand. The way that them attack it, them a demand Andrew Holness for come tell Wheatley for go on and for resign. What the hell is wrong with these people? Eh? Andrew Holness must say nothing.
That surprised me the most. I don't know if it was a rushed conference or what, but they were actually saying that the Prime Minister must take Wheatley out of his cabinet.
For what? What was their reason?
No. It's the language that they were using. He should resign from the cabinet, and the cabinet is this, and the cabinet is that. What the hell is he talking about? The only person that has the authority to determine who is in the cabinet is the Prime Minister. So you mean take him out of the cabinet? I bet you tell Wheatley, so Wheatley to resign if you feel that he should do. Right?
Men of you said the man to resign. You know why?
This is not.
Too many times we have seen this with the Integrity Commission. Them a go after people and them a come with wrong business and them a come with errors and them not recognize when you call out and point out these things, they still don't correct. You can't be doing that crap to people. And that's why I say, you say you not agree with it, but that's okay. I don't think that the Integrity Commission should continue this business of tabling things in Parliament for the whole nation to see it, even when you have errors in there to mess up people's reputation and them something. That is wrong. We can't support that.
Yeah, but what I'm describing to you is not an error. That's a deliberate act on their part to obscure information.
All right.
In the past, all right, in Jamaica, the company's office and all information that is at the company's office is public information.
Mm-hmm.
So too is the information at the title's office. It is public information, right? The birth and record and death and marriage and all them same thing there, public information. So when they went and published the names of the companies that them say I'm associated with, why is it that them fail to name the address, the street address of the property? There's no privacy in that. And if you don't want to put the street address, put the volume and folio. But by hiding it prevents people like me and the media houses to go look on the documents themselves to see whether or not what they are claiming is true.
Mm. The people, hold on just a second.
They never did that before with Andrew Warner's declaration. They did it this time and then took out the entire account number. You don't even know. I don't even know if I have to go read. I haven't finished reading it to see if they made a distinction between which one is savings and which one is current account. And it take out the entire. So it's going to be extremely difficult for you to follow the account, right? So it's a deliberate act on their part.
Well,
every time they put out these reports, we read it and find them arguments is flawed.
Too many times. Happened too many times. Too many times. And even now, you see the time when Emily Shields and Cliff Hughes take a talk about people for resign. I mean, I understand how as journalists, they are not calling on the IC to release the report.
I don't get it.
Well,
on
you know,
an allegation.
They're not calling on the IC to release the report that they had the people them in Trinidad and Tobago do against Andrew Holness. You know, think so? We want to see that report there too.
Well, Andrew Holness has it. Why not release it?
Who said Andrew Holness has it? I first may I hear this.
Them asked for it and got it.
Me never know that.
Asked for it and then got it.
Well, Andrew Holness can put it out then, don't it?
Of course, they can put it out. We don't know why not put it out. But I want to know what it is that is going on at FID, why they can't do the investigation in 1 year, if it even starts.
Lord Jesus.
So the can get
What did I tell you? Them are people as a piece of work. So you're saying, in case Cliff Hughes is listening tonight and Emily Shields, you are saying, Michelle, aka Jamaica 411, that Andrew Wheatley, Dr. Andrew Wheatley should go nowhere. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you can't resign a job on an allegation. You could, for instance, don't talk about him for resign as an MP, and when you resign as an MP, you won't get it back. If it turned out that he win the case. It's absurd. I don't know when I get this. This is then get these little foolishness whatever talk about from England. And so we operate here.
England didn't get it.
Allegation, and it's only when a man is found guilty, right? And so what they need to do is to make sure or insist that the court will hurry up and come to the conclusion.
Lord,
2 years now since I come out to that his report and all, no, it now reach out. But why is it taking so long? Is that a difficult thing for them to take so long?
What did happen?
Ian Hills one sit down on the shelf.
Yeah.
What the court's doing so long?
Two things before you go any further with that. First of all, whose call is it for Ian Hale's report to be tabled? Number one. And number two, do you recall what happened in the case of Michael Phillips when the IC said they were referring him for criminal charges?
Yeah, those were for what did he do again?
Who?
Failed to disclose information. That's a minor something. There's something minor, and if you ever know how many thousands of people in the government service when I submit them statutory declaration. So when they see them put up 5 and 6, you wonder what the hell going on? Or why is it necessary for an investigation? You're going to use your investigators' time to write one report when all they have to do, just like what happened with the ticket,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a car ticket, where you there's an offense, you just write up the ticket, give the driver go pay to the tax office if they know they're guilty. And if they know they're not guilty, then turn up a court. So if you have all these thousands of people, why is them don't have something where them just write to them and tell them that they're not submit, give them time to submit, and if they fail to submit, then tell them to go and go pay the 500,000. Or you need an investigator to prepare an investigation.
Waste of money. Big waste of money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at how long they take with this case. As 5 years, them are investigated, you know. And if when you look at the timeline that they give, right? One of the time, I mean, them got the referral say in our May, I think of May, and then start the investigation July. You know, when they went and asked the parliament for weekly salary in a September. Right?
No, but look here.
July, then ask for, then write to NLA, then land agency, the titles office, then wrote to the other one name, company's office. And then 2 days after that, July 8th, I believe, or 3 days after. So that was July 5, July 8th, then write to tax office.
But hold on there, hold on there. Out of all.
Wait in September. Wait, no, man, they are doing an investigation in the possibility of illicit enrichment. And wait in September, must be September 2, then write to the parliament to ask the parliament from when he was an MP, how much salary he would get.
Okay. Of all the cases, are all the people that the IC said that they are referring, that they're recommending prosecution and charges for, what is the rate of actual prosecution or charges? Do you know?
It's very high because most of them are people want to submit them statutory declaration. When Prince Jamaica was here, she had 100% prosecution.
And these are people who did not. These are people who who did not submit paperwork, because that's different from alleging somebody has illicit enrichment.
This might well be the second case, you know. Andrew Holness, I think, was the first.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this may well be the second case. I don't think them charged. Them have other government workers, this is 60 of them, out of the 11,000, or 69 of them, right, on the investigation for false statement and illicit enrichment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about illicit enrichment and is something to prove, you know. And I mean, them take this long time. I mean, I could
your internet gone again.
Take 5 years to do this investigation. Because the man had companies that were there and listed at the company's office. If he had property, the property was still there, the information was there, now gone away.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
All right.
Office, if he never submit any tax, return or paying taxes, that was still there. So they never needed to stretch out over 5 years to get that information, unless what happens is that more information keep coming, and so they have to, the amount of time they write to BNS. Right, one general letter and tell BNS to review all of this data, all right, so maybe you get one other information about some of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is understandable.
So, question, moving on. Do you think, let me go ahead and play this video real quick, and then I'm gonna ask you what you think about this.
So parliamentarians do from time to time use their phones in the chamber. We have seen the opposition leader and others do it several times. Ms. Burchell has taken this a step further and has made a habit of recording members in the House during sittings to use for clout. This went further yesterday when she stood in the chamber, went live on her phone, and then proceeded to record the sitting of the House from within the chambers while Parliament was in session.
Go ahead. You keep taking up. That being said, this. Madam Speaker,
I find it.
I'm being denied an
Madam
opportunity
Speaker.
to ask questions on behalf of the people of Jamaica
Madam Speaker,
about this program.
I quickly realized what was happening and ensured I had the evidence to show the Speaker and Jamaica the disregard that the member has, not just for the Speaker, but also for the rules of Parliament. This provocative approach, taken weekly to disrupt sittings and to grandstand, is not in the service of the people of Jamaica.
Yes, you heard that, right?
That was Mr. Morgan.
Yes, about Burchell. So my question is, he said that this kind of behavior has become routine. And of course, picking up your phone and going live in the parliament as it's in session and recording people is against the standing order. Why the hell does the JLP and the speaker and the house leader why they let people get away with stuff like this? And then they come out and complain.
They're weak. Because they're
Cha.
weak. That's what it is. They're weak.
You know, think they should have the kick her out there.
Of course, I should. And especially after the war. You see, there is this assumption that them new and them don't know the standing order. Yeah, they go commit a crime. And I know says
Ignorance of the law is no defense. Ignorance.
of the law is no excuse.
No
That's what they need
defense.
to
Mm-hmm.
report, right?
But she never tell them say ignorance.
Because them said Juliet said that she did it before. Right? So them told her, and if you notice her, she was doing it sneakily. So she knows how she is wrong. And then you call her and you don't do nothing about it. Let me tell you something. You see the parliament, it is becoming very aggravating. Very aggravating. Right? And then we just
I have to blame the government. You have to blame the government.
What you're looking at is a group of people in our parliament running this country that is just weak. We just have to call it spade as it is.
True. Let me see where people in my chat say as they're hearing this conversation. People in the chat.
If the speaker don't want to move, why one of the other 35 members in the JLP side don't move the motion to have the woman name and booted out of the parliament? Once they move the motion, the speaker has to take the motion and has to put it to the parliament. And once the majority of them say aye, if them have the majority in the house, that's another problem. If they don't have the majority, then come back another day, bring it up to the speaker, right? Move the motion, and the speaker has to take the motion. And once them have the majority that says, aye, she's out.
So the people in the chat say them agree, say they're weak. Lord God, no sir. Bad too bad.
Look at what Mark Bowling did, right? A question was asked of Dr. Chan whether or not any high-level individual in the party had spoke to anybody about or had approached the U.S. And he said, no, the U.S. approached me. What did Mark Bowling say in press conference? Somebody need to send it to the speaker and send it to the whole of the JLP side. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying?
That the minister should be referred to the privileged council, the privileges committee, because it's in light to parliament. So the risers them not have no qualms. When they no slip and slide to report, we seek to report, to the privileges committee. They are lucky, them don't have the power to do it. So while you there are play footsie and go on with the foolishness and allow this young woman with her vulgarity and her slackness in the parliament or go on with all of something there, right? And on the 2 week or the 2 man, let's start talking, man.
Say boy from so when I was subscriber say Angela Brownberg should have been suspended. And yes, if they had done that, then these people wouldn't come back and be escalating. Can you know that them might escalate because they realize say them not gonna do nothing. Yeah, and it's crazy.
Just like children, children realize that when you see me, if I say to a child, sweetie pie, don't do so and so, me explain to them. You see the first time they go be bam on them handbag. I told them not to do it. You have some mothers. Don't do it. They look frightened, and when they look, nothing happen. So then do it again and then looks no more be I didn't I tell them not to do it? Nothing happen. Then them do it again. I told them not to. This is the second time I tell them not to. Third time then do it, give it the fourth time and get a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what the child learn? Anything they feel like we then just do it, just make sure say three times they do it and they don't do it the fourth time or they won't get a lick. Me not fool with it them way them. Me tell the child don't do so and so. Sometimes when them not clap them, nowadays me not clap, me just set them up. And once we just sweep them off of the ground, pick them up, and then frighten them up. And then take them, yeah, and they'll start playing with them and sometimes they tickle them or something, and them obedient after that. Right? But what I'm saying is you are Angela Brown Burke at least was booted out the house.
For one night, but she should have been suspended extensively, number one. And that would have, because you got to be smart enough to see that this is a set of people who them decides that because them didn't win the election, they're going to be disruptive. You cannot have a parliament function like that. We have things to do, and you cannot have this continuous violation of the standing orders. It's inappropriate and it's unacceptable. And me no know why. I mean, Juliet Holness, she does enforce the standing orders, but when it comes on to discipline, she's very weak on discipline.
Weak.
And it cannot run like that. Can't run like that.
It's not it's not the speaker alone, Remember I told you that any member can move a motion.
Me know, man.
Speaker. Exactly, and none of them not doing it either. Why didn't Mr. Morgan get up and walk them out? You should have sit down. When get up for? I think the man was going to move the motion. If she do it again, you must name her. Sit down, man.
Well on there.
Later make statement. That the hell?
Well on there, Michelle. One of our subscribers, Music Freak, says it's not weakness. A weak government could not accomplish all the things each of these ministers have accomplished for the country. They're too classy and uppity and concerned about backlash. That's different from weakness. I think we're talking about weakness in the
Let us
parliament.
speak to people. Let us not mix and confuse issues. Right? The government, you have a cabinet and you have the civil servants. The government make a decision, the civil servants carry it out. Right? So don't let us get ahead of ourselves. If the government have heard, better you tell me about, crime and if something happened and the government, take a strong stand, like when the man did the prime minister. The police run in and find them and let them know, say, this is not appropriate and all of that. So before they start to get ideas at their head, right? That was fine, but that was not the prime minister that was interviewing. That was the police understanding, so they need to do something about it. Otherwise, some of them might get some funny idea in their head. That is strength. What is happening in the parliament is not just them quarreling about something the speaker do and so on, and that is one thing. Right? But when you take up your phone and a record and you were warned about it and you do it again and you do not vote it, you only a member, Berkshire, and the other five persons just sit down and do not vote it. That is weakness.
So we're not talking about.
One second, one more thing, Natalie. I tell you something. If the government itself is challenged, these people will not defend us. They can't defend us because they're weak. They can't make hard decisions. And it's a fact. Fortunately, we don't know about their challenge group. You understand? Them just have to deal with some little hooligans in the parliament and they can't keep the discipline.
So we're not talking about weakness in terms of a weak government. We're talking about weakness in terms of how the parliament is being managed, right? That's the difference.
You see, the risers then think that the parliament is a circus, and them are the clowns in it.
And clones have a perform, right?
Exactly.
But this is way over that. Say for the Dalrymple you'd have come down upon them with discipline already. Me nah hide and talk.
And the listen, you see, most of the time when members get up, the reason why you don't see a lot of, well, you would rarely see members being run out of the parliament is because when them say what they like, they say something they not to say, and the speaker said that they must withdraw it, then withdraw it. Or the speaker said should have, if any occasion said they should apologize, withdraw and apologize, and then insist, and then withdraw and apologize. That's the reason why I don't get kicked out, because if they never do what the speaker said them to do, they wouldn't need them and run them out. Mm. So the situation, you know, see a lot of persons being booted out is because they come in and them say something they're not supposed to say is not true. They ask them, remember to withdraw. It was a warning. And then eventually them say them withdraw whatever it is. And then that's it. Mm. You get me? Yeah. This is a playground thing where the woman is recording. You see her recording. The camera is here showing her recording. And you don't know about it. Them say Warmington was there, but he left early. Several people left based on the behavior of the risers. But anyway, you have any final word? I'm gonna wrap it up now. People are asking for Karen. We cannot reach Karen. We don't know what happened to her. Yeah, must drop asleep. Yeah, probably fell asleep. They need to. The only thing I say is that um, what is going on in the parliament? This is not normal. This is not just them talking and beating desk and pouring over something like when Peter Phillips was there, or when Andrew Holness was there, any one of the leader of the opposition. And also, what it actually is not only a weakness on the part of the government, you know, is Mark Golding unable to control him team, although I did notice that at one point he got up and went towards the bench, and I don't know if he went and said to the speaker that he would like 5 minutes break. But I think she anticipated, or she said she went to give 5 minute break. Mm-hmm. And then I heard a voice sounding like he's saying, very good idea. So it looked like he was approaching to go talk to him. He never stand up, you know. He never stand up with the pushes, you know. Tony Hilton and some of them never stood up. The young one. We lost her. Then boom. So in 5 minutes, you could see what you could again. And if Tony Hilton paused and talked to him and said something to him, and he went to something like maybe in phone, and then he come. And then in like in angrily taking left hand and then in pull forward and say, oh, no, come. You come. Right? And then all of them went outside. I used to this lady, she a wine and go through the door. Like the rule picked them out, so she'll get punished. Mm-mm. Them kids, they were very quiet. So clearly told them, said, listen, you can't have this or whatever, and tell them. They were quiet after that. Them plantation owner go want them. Look, you know. Somebody drop one mix up in that chat here. So they say Dayton Campbell is now married to a liar. Murder. No, sir. Where's the Dayton Campbell married to a liar? Eh? Nobody no friend of him. Satan Campbell. Come in there, control the prime minister. The prime minister have to tell him say he's a bully. Make him go a bully liar. He is a big dirty bully. Dayton Campbell. Yeah, man. I mean, but that is how they were behaving out on the campaign. Yes. One come bully we. You remember? Because that's what they are, dirty set of people. Yes, dirty set of people. One come bully we. You remember? Yeah. That's a fight then. It's just a bunch of scums. Mm-hmm. And gutter water. It's like Henry Morgan. It's like you have the aristocrats and then you have the Henry Morgan, and that because the British crown wanted the gold and they had the gold, them hire some man to go thief and kill and pillage and carry the gold go give them. Right? Yes. Mm-hmm. And Henry Morgan was given, it was given Jamaica and was governor, the damn criminal. Right? He was a damn low life rich riffraff that they gave governorship because they were getting something out of it. Well, that is all that is in the parliament, you know. Me dear, look, you know, Mark Golding is going into the next general election, Michelle. What do you think the Jamaica people about to do? Talk it through. You think you can't control them? No, me not talk about control them, man. It is well disciplined enough. Because Donald Scott Motley is setting an example to our team. Me not talk about the Senate. Me I said to you, say, not if, but when, because he says he's going back. When Mark Golding goes to the electorate again, what do you think the Jamaican people will do? Well, I don't know. I don't know how them think of them behaving at the parliament. Maybe them impressed, maybe them think them doing work. Them who? It could be the majority will vote against them. fix, right? And that's a go concern.
Lord have mercy. Very interesting days ahead. Very interesting days ahead. Well, I thank you for stopping by here tonight. We're a sue Karen tomorrow.
Yes, we have so.
Yeah.
She wasn't up asleep, man, but we
We
should be
still have a
coming
sue
home.
our same way.
I will.
All right. Well, all right. The people them say them excited. They're waiting for your upload about Wheatley's situation.
Yes,
I'm
because
looking forward to it too.
do some digging. If we can get some information to put little meat on that bone
Yes.
for them put out. Or if no, I'm going to try read it through the night. After 9, I'm going to watch one show.
Okay.
So that we read it and see if they have enough to go you know,
Mm-hmm.
because remember it's an 89 page and maybe we have to take it in stages.
Okay.
It will be very long. But the information and them put in that report is very bony. Not much meat on it at all. So maybe they can cover more topics. But
All
we'll
right.
see.
Well, thank you very much, and I'll catch up with you later.
Yes, all right. Well, good night, warriors.
Yes.
Well,
All right. Yeah, man. So that was Jamaica 411, guys. If you have not subscribed, please go over there and subscribe, and you will get the video that she's gonna upload about Dr. Wheatley. So, Music Freak, thank you. Guys, you can tap up the super chat over here, you know. We're not against that, and it would be greatly appreciated. So, Music Freak says the parliament only works when everyone agrees to the rules. I understand that I understand what you're saying, but having a criminal justice approach to parliament. Well, I'm gonna pull up about this. It ran away from me. Having a criminal justice. I'm sorry, guys. Somebody was calling my phone. Having a criminal justice approach to parliament. I'm back. Okay, that's wonderful. That's good to know. What this spam? Mm-mm. I don't know, but anyway. So, all right. In response to our subscriber, Music Freak. Thank you guys for your patience. By the way, Music Freak say the Parliament only works when everyone agrees to the rules. I understand what you are saying, but having a criminal justice approach to Parliament will cause even more issues. Juliet is between a rock and a hard place. Well, okay, that is a good point, but at the same time, how do you conduct an orderly parliament? You have the rules to protect you. So I mean, if people come there and them don't want to follow the rules, then it's that's on them. And the parliament must be conducted in an orderly manner. So it's not like say boy, yeah, try run a criminal justice thing. It's about keeping the parliament orderly. And if it means that you have to dismiss people or call the marshal to put them out, them supposed to know to come there and follow the standing order. And that's what it comes down to. Can't get up every day. I do the same thing. You understand? But when you can't hear now, that's good. Should I open the phone line for a little bit? 478-772-0901. That is the WhatsApp number if you want to call. Stick around for another 10 minutes and then we can I haven't talked to you guys in a while. So if you have anything to say, you can call. Otherwise, we'll just wrap it up and come on back on Monday night. So look here. Uno like the Friday night show what me I do with neighbor called Developing Jamaica. Uno like it. It's nice talking to neighbor. Um, Michelle says the rules are to protect the proceedings of Parliament. Those rules are there from Norman and Buster days. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the speaker's job to try to not enforce discipline. That's not her job. Her job is to ensure that the parliament is running smoothly and that the standing orders are being adhered to. And once that's not happening, then she has an alternative, which is that she can name people, she can dismiss people. That's what you have to do, right? But each parliamentarian, they have a duty to make sure that they come there with the knowledge of the standing order and abide by it. And by now, it's almost a year, but who are just come parliamentarian, by now, everybody should know what they're supposed to do in the parliament and what they're not supposed to do. Very simple. All right, you guys say you love the Friday night program. 411, may I go over neighbor next week? That would be nice. Yes. May I invite you next week Friday night? Come over neighbor, come talk with us. Or come join the program. If I even for 130 minutes. Let me introduce you to neighbor. How about that? Yeah, man. It's good. All right, let me take this call. Hello, good night. Hello. Hello, good night.
That?
Yes, I can hear you. Good night. Welcome.
Yeah, me have something to say. Michelle was talking about the Prime Minister the report from we call over the place there from Trinidad and so forth. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that he got the report. He doesn't got the report, you know.
Oh.
I stated commission them they kind of block it when the court asked them, saying there's a case of sensitivity with the third person thing.
Okay.
They get certain information, but not the entire thing. And that's the reason why the case is on pause, because the Prime Minister and Israel is appeal gone to the court of appeal to get the entire thing.
Okay.
Michelle wasn't 100% correct, and the Prime Minister cannot give out what he has.
Okay.
Affect the case. So no one should look up on that again.
She's hearing you. Mm-hmm.
She's not everything that they got.
Mm-hmm.
They get a little, some pieces that the lawyer get, but not the raw unedited thing.
Okay. Got you.
The judge and the commission must argue against it, and the judge must block it because of some them said the third part something, so they carry it to the court appeal, and that's why the case cannot move further until the court appeal. Then they're okay.
Yes, I true yeah that because you see true the election did go on everybody I run up and down. I think some of that stuff may have missed us, you know. So thank you for that information. You hear?
Yeah, man. All
All
right.
right.
I need some Karen and Michelle and neighbors and Dives. Let them stop
Okay. All right.
topic on talk on it.
Alrighty.
Solution.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Music Freak says, oh, that wasn't you. Ingrid, welcome. Ingrid says she loved the duo with me and neighbor. Somebody asks in the chat say if this are the first time Wheatley name get mixed up in a illicit enrichment. As far as I know, yes. The first time when one mix up a go on with Wheatley name was when something about one birthday cake, something like that he was not aware of, that was paid for by somebody else for him for a birthday party. And he paid back the money as far as I know. But where illicit enrichment is concerned, this is the first time I am aware of his name being mentioned in something like that. Lord have mercy. No, sir. It they upon we do. Um the people I'm asking for Karen, it look like say Karen drop asleep. We were trying to call her. She will tell us tomorrow. She's usually a woman of her word. If she says she coming, she's coming. So I'm assuming worst case scenario, she fell asleep. Judy says, bring her. People speak a lot about 411, so neighbor would be happy. Okay. Michelle, you here? People speak a lot about you, so neighbor will be happy to hear you over there. I'll go and tell him. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello. Good night.
Hi, welcome.
Good night. Good night. Good night. You ladies.
Oh, a TV man this?
Yes.
Welcome back.
You said one link. I'm gonna try to find anybody link.
Oh, that's okay. We can hear you. You're live.
Yeah, but so what's going on, man? What's going on?
Well, I haven't heard from you since.
From week, you were busy up and down and work a cuss and had so back and front draw, pull.
So, hold on there, man. Back up, back up. Hold on there. Hold on there. Why is it that from the election we not hear from you over here? What we do you?
No, man, they up and down, you know, I call you over and over.
Oh.
I call you about 2 times, but we try to call you over and over and now get you.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah. clean and push out from thinking with misinformation. They can't sue them.
Well,
Depending upon the law.
at the Integrity Commission, me
Apology. We just have one lawsuit reach them. One lawsuit can't reach them.
well, the government supposed to decide say if every day them will get up and them are cause let me tell you something. You see, one of the biggest threat to Jamaica today, believe it or not, is disinformation,
Misinformation, yes.
Our biggest threat to
Which
Jamaica.
biggest threat? Because what I found out in the internet is going
Mhm.
on. PMP know that most of the people in this country they like mix up and customers.
Jesus have
Yeah.
mercy. For true?
Yeah, they find out. Yeah, man, 3 quarters Jamaican people feel like if it not have excitement tonight,
Yeah.
it's not real. I went to carry them to the engrave and I carried them down one gully. Them feel like if they don't have excitement tonight, it's not real. It's not supposed to happen because you can't tell a person the truth and just simple tell them just as it is, simple and smooth, and just make it stay there. Then tell not true, because you're not kill up yourself. You're not run go down the road, and true, you're not cuff nobody out. And true, you're not go war and quarrel with nobody. And not true, not true, you tell a lie. Scam, if you notice, you never defend yourself. You don't have to defend yourself outrageous and outright to make your point across. Just like my sister used to tell me, because she went to business to her, my sister used to say, you see, you don't have to be loud and very vulgarity to get whatever you say done. You just simply say to a person, this is what I would love to get done. This is what I want to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then say, yes, that's fine, go ahead and get it done. I will come back and look at it. You don't have to come and cuss him and call him one kind of name and tell him about Barbados. That's
Yes.
what these PMP like what the people they like for them getting what they want. People, these Jamaican people love mix up and contrast. They love the caribou bring come and who this because remember you know that man, a lot of people upon this we call it algorithm business
Yes.
between the YouTube and the TikTok and so forth. So whether they share a video and when they get a video, share it, they just want it, they don't care, check it, they don't want it fact from it, they don't want to know nothing. They just take something and run with two so tight. And but people come sit down on the platform. Everybody listen. Some people listen about cocoa, some people listen about yam, some people listen about dashing, some people listen about the earth and the ground and the water.
So TV man, you think say the argument no, me know you hear Cliff Hughes and you hear Emily Shields. I said the Prime Minister for dismiss Wheatley. You think say the Prime Minister for trouble him?
This make weekly for what? What position Emily Shield? Emily Shield had said that to the Prime Minister for this make weekly for what? What weekly guilty of? We find a man we accept that when one man we are thief for 20 years and then guilty of everything up till now, Mark Bully can't tell him step aside because I'm spending good money. And Mark Bully want people with money beside him. And he can't tell him dismiss him up till now. So dismiss weekly for what? What weekly do? Why PMP not like PMP and the high C who work together don't like to see Jamaican people with anything. Up till now, then do the statutory reduction bump in the bank platform from 24 and in thing not certified and him have 24, 25, 26 come right our 25 election no and him have say world prime minister one and remember when say field certified no remember this field certified no
Then just certify him last week, man.
is certified up and down on platform and don't see the IC come out and say look you have breach you can't do this because you are getting away business and you are breach and whatever and then don't make a stop to it and I said that tell one man don't put what their name in the minister health where name where the man name
Oh yeah, talk.
then tell one man they tell you never know about it look for la people for la the in the court the man come out and justify what them tell them they say something and the man come out and put three part of the story whatever them table the man put three part of it and the man say the man come out and talk about the story and talk about it.
I know the man when I show up at the PAC.
His name no more I mean, the minister of health, man. You know, the minister
Oh,
of health.
oh, okay. I didn't hear
And then
about
bring him
that.
a court. And then
Mm.
bring him a court. After all the man come out and talk things, attack. The high C, I work with the PMP and I collect a paycheck from the PMP. So I don't understand why the government are dismantle it. Dismantle it and ever look work do. Shove them off, look work do. So that we can find somebody else who need work. All the young people in Jamaica want work and good position, you know.
So
You know,
if
they have
them,
these whole alligator and these whole crocodile, we already make their money. But when they start make mischief and nice, you know.
so hold on, you know. So if then get rid of the IC office, what is going to replace it? Cause we have to have.
Get rid of it. We can replace it with young people. You got young people in Jamaica with them bright education. Instead of them look for run that far and look for go places. We can use them. Them can do the job. Get rid of them old crocodile there. And them crocodile feel like say them behind people, the people. Them
Oh.
above the people.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say nothing to them. Get rid of them.
The thing said yesterday over the IC office, I think there are some people in the IC office that mean well and they're doing their job. But I also
But them
think
leaders,
some of
the
them over
leaders, the
there,
big front runner them. The front runner is my problem. The
there are
front runner them.
there are some of them over there, TV man, who are leakers and they are working on behalf of the opposition and against the government. And we cannot have an office like that. I think
Them
I
can't
think
have an
them
office like
mm-mm.
that. I don't want. I get that people private business. Oh, try you. Look here. I've seen Mark Gordon. Remember, I know. Just I want to show you some few things. Remember, Mark Gordon signed over him thing to him Pitney and say, in Pitney, he no have no, we call it, no control and no responsibility of it. I read money and whatsoever. Right? And yet still the high steed, no have nothing but him business between. You see anything in a report where the money went lend over Barbados?
Oh no, I didn't see anything about that.
The money where them lend over the Jamaica?
No, sir. That never reported.
You don't see no report for that. Do you see anything in it with name Rerun? The company between him and his sister where they do business, where they shipping things.
No
Where
for
come
them.
name there?
No for them.
Them back
Something
to
there.
parents where to work in the same company, you know.
No for them. Something they offshore. So I don't think
Yeah.
it. If it offshore, I not think him have to report it.
You remember them saying one when say Andrew Willis if you have nothing offshore I do business I want to be prime minister.
Mm-hmm.
So how them I do the same business I want for the same thing I want to be prime minister.
Boy, me no know. Me no know. Boy, me I
You know
tell
the
him.
PMP one wicked. You know the PMP one wicked. And PMP don't like the young people with money. PMP don't want the Jamaican people, real Jamaican people with money. PMP don't want the Jamaican people with money. You know, looking at every PMP will lift up their head and put up their head to make a living. I to uplift themselves. The PMP not should belong now a wall.
What I didn't like about the election TV, man, cause me not stop talking. Do tour your run left with after the election. You know what I find out is that you had from media and journalists to everybody. Them a come ask Andrew Holness about fee money. But them never ask Mark Golding about fee money. Why is that?
No. We not do that in there. How can we go after a white man? What time is it? When a black man talk today, we can't look for myself. Look for them asking what time. We ask the white man what time is it, you can't black man what time is it. Them not believe in a people with success. Look here, I want you to have few things. PMP not like bright successful people. Anything you hear PMP say is what them against. Look for Andrea. You hear Andrea come out and say about them?
Mm-hmm. I heard him, yeah.
You listen to what Andrea say about them?
Mm-hmm.
Between Bunting, Mark Golding, Dayton, Campbell, and Nikich, and the whole of them. You think Nikita Burchell are going away? They don't choose Nikita Burchell. They don't choose her like a flat away. They don't say use her, put her to pick on this whole list.
Oh
But
God.
they might try to find ways to get down people in the parliament. So they just use her to pick on this whole list. That's a fair duty, you know. That's a fair duty to pick on this whole list. Dayton Campbell is to try to bully the parliament and really man are telling say and try to pick on the other members in the parliament. Only when the two people in the parliament come in there, then keep themselves quiet. You notice when government in the parliament then keep themselves quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice when my guy they in the position, Marlon Morgan in them position, they don't really take much. Because the boy put them in them place into clear and fine. And then can't have nothing for him. These people not like just the people with things, and as long as you have something, then tear you down. Come with them once you have it. Only them one fear. Remember, say daytime camp there, medical say, them control the, the thing will take you to the airport, don't so? Look at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And them respond to the airport, you know. I see the medical system when we feel that the report so quick, them have the journalists, them cover it up and show it on the carpet. Because them are not journalists. They're not journalists.
Me sorry for see the parliament come to this. Me sorry for see the parliament come down to this though. It's a sad thing.
Parliament come like a ghetto yard.
Yeah, come. Lord God.
Come like a some big yard people go down so go argue with you and war and quarrel. Some people don't want to train us quarrel and argue one and that. Until they go support the woman, then this one come and the one they go and the one they come and the one they go. And then she they go on.
Lord God.
Down good parliament. You see people move over there like them just tell themselves them are going to parliament and them are disrupt parliament because they don't want nothing to go through and they don't want the business people, the business of the people get done. They just are going to parliament and them are disrupt it and them trying what and then waste 10 minutes at time quarreling and then we're 15 minutes at time arguing over something and them just look here, we never see parliament, nobody argue over these things in a parliament.
Never parliament never come down to this yet. This is all foreign to it.
Never come down. This can you imagine as a government in a parliament and there's no you can do to suit your position and please your position?
Only hooligan them. Hooligan. No make no sense.
It's nothing. Look, no matter what bill the government bring in front them to pass. They don't want to pass it.
Me just wish
You map what I say? With the thing that was supposed to England thing between Jamaica and England. You know your man say? The man say as long as him did it that can't done.
I wish they would walk out and don't come back here.
It has to done with him. And it can't, and that did not say so it can't go to away.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican people sit down and watch them country roadway. A roadway with these lion, barbarian people sitting at the parliament and get up feel like they are make mystery and make issue with the minister and make issue and not done getting nothing done.
Lord God, see people them say I suck your mama parliament around. Jesus Christ. Wait.
And up till now, the people them go them see one sit down at the parliament. And sitting down party when they do this, you go tell them people say, the government will thief the money and thief the things, and the government this. They don't want nothing go to the people them because if things go to the people and people are high working, and this is what they don't want. Look here, Desmond McKenzie send 75 million, go give them, or 70 million, go give the part count of Westmoreland to make base. Until now, no base can't done make.
But warm to the 40 million. Warm to the 40 million when him send go down a Westmoreland and all now them not put on the foundation for the people them forget the house.
75 million.
70, I'm sorry.
So on, 75 million or 70 million. Yeah, man.
70, yes.
To make sure pit and everything because they want to look for a ghetto yard. Because what PMP don't want, you know. PMP don't want people living in a good rural community where you don't have to depend on government. And you have your good places where you can make up your good fence and your good thing. Where you can run through your yard when the election time because you have to come to your gate and that can call these things. They don't like that because what they want is for you to send somebody when them come, they can send you and come over your yard, come by your veranda, then come by your veranda. You want 2,000 and walk down the road. But as long as you have a gated community, we then cannot. If you notice, every gated community we're establishing at any European people, we're not in already.
But look here now. The minister of local government, right? He said that he was giving a certain time to the mayor and the Westmoreland municipal to produce the money, right? Our Senate back.
Take it back from the ones already and give them back.
But why not just call for one audit and done if they can't produce the money? If you audit them, call somebody for audit them.
Look here. I think you see I think what the government is looking at. If they use them powers, I think you see the civil groups in this country, there are problems. And they were the one going to come out and spin the narrative and say, going to bully people. And the government at this. Because remember, they didn't try that argument already, you know. Andrew gather other people and bully people because watch out. And look now, there's man when tell them to produce back the money, you know. Or pay the contractor. You can give them some couple Thursday, one Thursday, a couple weeks ago, and hear nothing about it. But there's man need to put on him foot because whatever go bad in a local government, the parish council system and it, well, there's man to find back too. because my local government minister Desmond need to put on him foot on who we get locked up, and who we get kick out. Because say no hard it and go down. Look much check. People care, everybody cannot tell lies, so everybody must if why them not calling the IC people the IC not hear them or something there. The IC not see them, they have nothing to investigate.
But then send fraudulent check come over here, come show them where them are doing Hanover already, you know. And I said all this so forget audit too. Lord God, what amount of taxpayer money are waste because of corruption in a these parish council. Mm-hmm.
People and deaf drive and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And look much things going on down there. Desmond need to put on his foot.
Mm-hmm. True.
Mm-hmm. You need to put on your foot and play a role like a man. Come look on Desmond, a serious man about politics. And when so Desmond look like he no want to say nothing much to them. More than him say, boy, I tell them, look here, this PMP, them a behave like them a run the country.
Hey.
Next government, like they are one government.
It's a parallel government. They might behave like a parallel government.
Yes. They are
Mm-hmm.
behaving like they are parallel government. They must. They want to fund this. They want that. They want to do this.
Like when just after the hurricane, when Mark Gordon said the government figure each MP $50 million. Me I say, but fear you're not getting hurricane damage. You could have really come and someone 50 million for the war.
Look here, them speak what they are listening them and date and talk and I tell them and say, him not go against the leader.
Eh?
Save him money. If you save the money, save up the money, say election politics time. What they're doing, they're collecting the money, stealing the money from the parish council to take you run local government. Because them see if they win local government, then get a stripe. And then feel like them get a step up, so they get a hype. All right, and then have no hype and then have nothing to back up onto and nothing to run with. So they're trying everything. So the only thing they must bank on now is to say they can go capture local government should say they can get a hype because then when you go up you can't talk to them now. Then kill up in a year.
So what you think? So what you think I go on the parishes them that suffer from the hurricane? Or you think the politics are going to change down at them place there?
You know, say that politics, and I think a lot of these people scatter. Even though them vote is still there, some of them scatter, then can't go back with them there. Some of them go have to change them vote and put it over next part.
Yeah.
Some vote now go like where they go.
Mm.
Go. When they go back to the GLP or go back to the PLP, but some vote now go as normal as it is. I vote for voting uproar. That have been dismantled some people. You ever put vote for ball and pool table and case and scatter all about to white place? You have to scatter them sometimes. Yeah, you have to scatter them for them to understand themselves. What I speak with a lot of PMP, Max.
Yeah.
I speak to a lot of PMP. And what I've learned with PMP, PMP they have this thing within them. They don't care whether the country go up or down. As long as I see them people in power, that's all they care about.
TV man, let me tell you what I notice with them. Them only want the country to be doing good when PNP in a government. But you see, if PNP in a government, they want the country to crash. I first me see them something there. If the PNP not in a power, if the country crash tomorrow.
But the people who they put in there can't do good. And that's why I believe that we as Jamaican need to screen people who are sending to parliament. Because can you imagine that the future virtual now? What you call it now? A minister. Since she's a minister of all say, where this lady did where control the country, then where she do the
Like we say foreign affairs.
international minister, justice minister, international minister. What you call one there?
Foreign affairs. Foreign affairs.
Foreign affairs. She get foreign affairs minister now. No. When I was saying she represent we have Jamaican. What representation in Nikisha?
Jesus Christ. TV man, not carry down this so. Not carry down this so. Do me and beg you.
No, what representation? Where you put it now? Just imagine all them operate. Look at data now. Data within she himself now. What ministry, what representation Dayton would have done to people in Nigeria? Because people don't read. Let me tell you something. We see to our outer place, These overseas people don't want to be in Pinapo.
Me know. I'm if you tell you. Me know. Mm-hmm.
Because if you go against the set of people and we're good up. Look, Andrew Woolness, look how them say the man teach them this, them, that, in that, hurricane blow. And look how much of them come down under the man's side. And hard, that's just sure that only Jamaican can believe these stupid stories what PMP are telling, These overseas people. Everybody want to come to Jamaica, come live. Look at
Yeah.
Jamaica. Not.
Yeah.
If you have two pieces of land to sell, and everybody walk past piece and never look on it. When everybody come to forget about look on it, price will go up, you know.
One of our subscribers reached out to me yesterday, and she said that she came down from England to attend the biannual diaspora conference. She said she was very impressed and she's planning to move back to Jamaica. That's what she told me.
Tell them something about foreign. And show them can come up. Show that and then they run off and all the wind rush and they all kind of sitting them and no care no. Then they go find them passport. And told them they can't find the passport.
They not even have one. Some of them, some of them not have no family in Jamaica, you know. They not know if they go.
Them up there.
Mm-hmm.
And them attack against the country. And them attack against the country. And then don't know what is going on in Jamaica.
Nothing. They don't know.
These people talking about, them are telling about, we hospital. Look and we hospital. No, look and we hospital. Look here how bad they want to say we hospital is. We are getting the service when you go there. You're getting it. Whatever you want, it's assist you. Whatever I give you, you never leave on the right your bill after and tell us you want this. You go in a hospital in America.
Look at no man. I told them I see one farmer congresswoman where I live. The woman says Mexico she gone do stem cell treatment, you know. Because she says she don't have no health insurance and if she was a congresswoman. Mexico she gone do her stem cell treatment. Because she say it costs less.
And then when they stay up there and attack against the country down here, they don't know. They run left when Michael Manley and them people are mash up Jamaica from way back when he said take 5 flights a day, so not gonna wanna go. Him out them are their shit, you know. Them are rule of their shit, you know. Can't remember, you know. We need to go back in and protect, you know. Remember the era portion seemed to control. It was a labor era, you know, decent house, you know. But if you look through the era, and the whole of the house was decent house, you know.
Me know.
Coming to nice, get coming to them here, you know. And I run the people want to them here and take over the house, you know. Never notice, no light, no. The house are rotten down and can't repair it. Everybody catch one room on the veranda, the long veranda. Then them 2 or 3 people now put one room on the veranda. The man and call it their house, then it's a room. Can't call it house. Outside bathroom, 4 people are flush. I be the night. None of them the yard. They know if you put them the yard stay. Because watch out, no title, them not title of the land. Because the original people feed them the land. Who not dead, run gone, left it run way back when.
But the Prime Minister give out some title when day before yesterday, the Prime Minister give out some titles. I forgot the name of that place. But
you know, they might cost the Prime Minister at the same time. Like him have to assist them because who them elect to come to Parliament? Now have no damn sense to come to Parliament come representation for them. You have to have something and you have to fight it and you want it at the same time. So you have to make up your mind. Make up your mind what you want. You don't want it or you don't want it. So when the Prime Minister went to go play politics like how PNP plays politics.
So do you agree though that the JLP representatives in the disaster area, do you think that they should be educating the people and telling the people them say PNP voted against the Nara?
I think they need to have what do you call it?
Town hall meeting. Town hall meeting.
They need to go around. I don't want the Prime Minister to sit there until it get out of people's memory. They need to have a town hall meeting, go around and educate the people properly. You remember when them they try with the town hall meeting, they go around and do with the same thing. I'm going to pull the 2 people from the same England, Jamaican thing there.
Yeah, the constitutional reform.
People vote that they need the change.
They need to. I strongly think that a lot of these people in the disaster area, including those who voted for the PNP, them don't know. So the PNP got parliament go vote against them interest with the Nara, you know. I think the people them for know, you know.
Watch me now. Keep the people them poor. Me learn this in a PNP normally. Keep the people them poor and uneducated and we make the decision for them. That's what they tell me not up here. In this area where them control and send area. Keep the people them poor and uneducated and we make the decision for them. That is what we learn from them, from where my opinion grow. Right? They used to put one dog out about PNP and they clap man, black dog man, out them out PNP, people vote treats in way. This is how them talk about the people them. PMP don't care if you just listen, but me sit down and listen to cheap what Andre Artin say. And when me go back and even listen to some things when me hear Lawrence Ross say, I want to go back and listen to Craig Woods. I want to go back and with the next girl down there, so what's his name up? With them show out.
Phillips.
Phillips, the next girl with them push. I think she that run for.
Senton.
I think to that girl that same time, you know. Our part of Clarence, Westmoreland. With them push out, man.
Julian.
That girl with them push out.
You're talking about Venetia? You're talking about Venetia?
Benja Phillips. Benja
Okay.
Phillips, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And if you listen back to the funeral thing with the woman, where the man run the Mark Golden Johnny funeral, with him wife dead, and then got the man funeral and front up with the whole wicked self out the money.
Oh God, that was sad. Oh
And
my
the man,
God.
no, man, do it PMP, no, stronghold PMP, no. And when you listen to these people, and when you listen to Karen, when I listen to Karen, or Karen talk about them, these people don't mean people not good. And these little people on the outside, we don't know nothing. We are going to the garden. Running
Mm-mm.
around and support these people and know that these people are going to the wickedest. All these people want his vote, you know. All these people want his vote. They don't care about a project. Because we are inside a project and tell people for project like a guinea pig, then test them, then teach them.
And some of my people them too. Some of my people them too. Them is like say them not say them not look to them future. Them not plan nothing. Them just
No,
alright with things the way it is.
no.
Boy, may I
Wait,
tell
never
you?
hurt me. You know what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? Look at. How can you, for how many years you work and I live and I work and I live until you live on one place for 30 and 40 years? I want a hurricane blow and you can't find nobody where you can go to go get one two sheet of zinc till you get a boat back on the ground. They pay them or two plywood. That's how you live by the community.
No, sir.
Eh?
All
That's how
right.
you live by the community. And you wait for government to fix everything give you before you can book your boat. You book your boat on ground.
You see, one woman over TikTok in a TV, man. I mean, no, say you probably see her too. She claimed to say she live underneath one tarp. And she said she don't want nothing from Andrew Holness. But yet she come on TikTok and cuss Andrew every day. So me I say
Which
then
one brown one? You mean one brown one?
one
Which one
dreadlocks
say about
woman.
bank gold them can't come give her wrong hold. She look for bank gold in them to come to dollar. India put I wonder if you see one in that post the minister there.
She have
Minister will lose down. The gentleman will lose down there.
she
I don't
has
want to run him neither.
she has dreadlocks and she's from Westmoreland and she said she used to sell her body. So
Yeah, man, she see one.
so me I
She see
say
one.
then if you are come out and cuss the prime minister every day and you homeless under tarp, what make a PNP them not come help you? You gotta just sit and cuss the prime minister every day?
That's what I'm saying. Nuts. Look, you across the GLP government will provide house and things for the people in down there. And when they don't cost the jail people and time say no one nothing from when they call a labor man name one time by mistake he get mad about it and start cause like a people putting their mouth and call it. And I ain't call out the man name.
But TV
Right?
man, you
And
know,
then
say, ah, she did it. Let me tell you something. Me not care how this one sound. I would have feel so bad if me say the local home them reach down there and she get one of them. Me not think there's somebody saw them hear that woman they talk out her mouth about the prime minister. She not forget no help from the government. I
she
so
want to man come knock on the top and say them a give $5,000 for peace. See no take it. See no from the government. You might take 5,000 then. Find them because you know what? If the government are not going in and give you none. They're not giving you none. And they watch me. Man, go them put up food code. I say they want money. That's why we should say they thief and wicked now. The man them put up money in that. Put up things and say they want the collect donation. Parallel government so they want money. Can you imagine? You
mm-hmm.
running alongside the government, just jump out, you want to collect money for your hurricane.
Then
And
support
what
well
you
on
get
there.
done, see that
Stick up
government
in.
money, all you get a $3 billion. And then when you don't take $3 million, then say them put money on it with their lie itself. And you then say 900,000 out of it at transportation. Someone want to know. When you used to drive, go down to the place all the while, go look for the people them down there.
Well on there.
What them vehicle used to drive?
Well on there. Stick up
900,000
in.
for transportation.
Stick up in. Suppose
It's all wicked.
stick up in. Suppose the government did give them the 50 million each. What would happen now? Come if you say right now them that spend off 50 million and come to the government at cost same way, you know.
money them are put in them one buy in them one PMP account and then anyone then get their share and put it in there. So when you do donation for the PMP side, you actually take it down. When you go up there, you smoke they say when you put money, some go on to the PMP and some gone to the donation.
Lord God. Mhm.
And thief them thief. And wicked and bad people them you collect $3 million, you take 900,000 tight. Make transfer. What you advise so?
All
Eh?
right. Maybe at the helicopter ride with them.
When you get pay and everything for that.
At the
But when you
helicopter.
want to do the work, where you already get paid for, and you check 900,000, where you go deliver with it, they will take 900,000 to $3 million. Where you couldn't buy with 2.1 million, where you couldn't buy if you can't go to give people, where you couldn't own one vehicle. How much one you can truck them buy?
No man. They must pay for helicopter ride. Remember the helicopter ride we then take go Westmoreland?
Come with the helicopter ride them people. These people are wicked. These people are really wicked. A million dollars, Town they chat to full farm, get the neighbor short out, And my guy, they come on, Carl Lewis. Lewis.
Mm.
Insane, give them 450,000, And give them 3.5 million after them,
Mm-mm.
I'm not sending one video. Some
Mhm.
collect money and steal them about like about you want 10 million over here, so they want 2.5 over here, so they want 10,000 for everybody. Come on, and that's a give me the money, give me the money, give me the money, give me the money. So if you people let go, what if people look forward to go steal them. To go to their meetings and expect them to get them food and their little things to come back. We can't get them pocket money from them up them minister. And you hijack the people them like that. You want some people to take for the door. Then kind of start but some people start bolt for the door. $10,000 about money now collect for the people in that stadium,
God
People in that
country.
stadium,
Oh God, a wickedness.
People in wicked. Why you can't do it? The man saying them 3.5 million is same day.
That's not right. Mm-mm. All right. Well, TV man, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah,
Um,
man, we talk, man.
yeah,
We
come
keep
back
up, man.
again.
Listen, man. Listen, program, man.
Yeah, good to
That's
hear
our
from
program,
you.
man. Listen, man. Listen, like, we'll just back everybody on board, man. That's talk about, man.
Yes. Where's the 4 term loading?
Then look here. All I want to do is get the tone on. I put him on the prime minister to do. The prime minister needs to get a team ready, up and fast and sharp. That team there fit anybody who spill when one of them when I was there, spill any information about the government when it's supposed to go so. You get a lawsuit before it up. You get a letter before it up. With a TVJ in one of them. And then the next one we want the Prime Minister to do is have a team where go around and go doing regular town hall meeting. I hope him listen to me and hear. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Holness, I beg you. You need some young people. You need for a group of young people to go around. Any program you put out, you have your bus up and ready and print up and ready to go drive. People are do them town hall meeting, them now come home. Right round in whole Highland. Every couple, Nick and Freddie and the district and committee, you're going to go keep a meeting. You
Oh.
tune them.
Mm.
Make the people inform them. Because when you don't say you don't understand anything, anybody can take you make idiot. And that's exactly what the people is displaying and the people emotion. Right now as it is.
Okay. Well, hopefully he hears. That's a good idea. I like a town hall meeting. Mm.
I got you. Hey, if Mr. Prime Minister start this town hall meeting, no people does no next election in Jamaica. Educate the people.
All right. Thank you.
Show them people, educate them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, man, me I go and listen.
All
All
right.
right. Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new president of the G2K, she's a female. I wonder if she could have come over here contact you because I would really like to know what is the government's agenda where the young people are concerned of the country. How are you trying to reach and speak to the youths of the country? I heard some young people on Infomedia program the other night. I stopped by, listened to them. Some young people from some kind of local organization, Upper Cassava Peace. And when I heard these young ladies, they were so intelligent, so bright, young people from a community like Cassava Peace. And I was very impressed. The young people in our country today, and especially those who are doing the right thing, they are to be admired and there ought to be space. We need to create space for these people so that they can serve their communities in whatever capacity they can and they can help shape the future of the country. So I would like to talk to that young lady. I don't know her name, But if anybody know her, tell her say JPU is sending out an invitation for her to stop by here because I want to, just talk to her about what they're doing. The next 5 years is upon us, and more and more young people to me are participating in politics and activism today than when I was growing up. So it's a different time. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for joining. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. I will catch up with you again on Monday on regular programming. This is the War Room. Have yourselves a good night, guys.
So parliamentarians do from time to time use their phones in the chamber. We have seen the opposition leader and others do it several times. Ms. Burchell has taken this a step further and has made a habit of recording members in the House during sittings to use for clout. This went further yesterday when she stood in the chamber, went live on her phone, and then proceeded to record the sitting of the House from within the chambers while Parliament was in session.
Madam Speaker.
I'm being denied an
Madam
opportunity
Speaker.
to ask questions on behalf of the people of Jamaica
Madam Speaker.
about this program.
I quickly realized what was happening and ensured I had the evidence to show the Speaker and Jamaica the disregard that the member has, not just for the Speaker, but also for the rules of Parliament. This provocative approach, taken weekly to disrupt sittings and to grandstand, is not in the service of the people of Jamaica.